All right, we are recording. Okay,
Perfect.
so first and foremost, thank you guys for being on a Saturday morning. We are so happy to have you guys here, just learning a little bit about what we do. Um, we want this call to be super simple, so we're just going to introduce ourselves really quick and then get to a couple of slides that we have. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Courtney Harden. I have been a coach for actually over 3 years now, which is so crazy. I signed up to coach on the exact same day I signed up for Beachbody. So I had no idea what a challenge group was. I had no idea what anything was. I just signed up to coach. But for I think I tell myself a year and a half or so, I was what I considered a hobby coach. I was posting a recipe here and there. I was posting, a fitness workout here and there. And then I went to our annual coach conference, and that's where I really think I became like a coach and wanted to really dive into the business side of things. But for that whole year and a half, I was still earning income. I was still helping people, and I was still getting my product paid for. So that's kind of what we want to at least help you guys today, if not go on to be a coach, but to at least be that hobby coach who gets their product paid for, who helps a couple friends, family members each month, and the rest is history. So I started coaching for 3 reasons. Nutrition was shit. So I wanted to be a little bit more knowledgeable about proper nutrition. I wanted to help a couple family members, and I wanted to pay for my monthly car payment, which was about $400 a month. So on top of paying for my product, I also wanted to make enough to pay for that trustworthy car payment, and definitely succeeded that as a hobby coach. So that's kind of my story, how I got started. I'm going to pass it on to Lauren, who's a little bit different than my story.
Yes. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lauren Blackledge, and I have been coaching since November of 2016. So I'll hit my 3-year mark this November. I started coaching in a totally different way than Courtney did. I actually joined Beachbody in September and had been asked multiple times by my coach to coach, and was completely intimidated by it, had tons of limiting self-belief, thought that I could never help anybody because I joined Beachbody because I was so in need of learning how to be healthy and how to be fit. And so I used to just kind of, I discredited myself thinking I wasn't good enough. And so when my coach told me about being a discount coach, that was when I was like, oh, okay. It was kind of like a nice little safety net for me. Like, it gave me a space to where I was like, okay, I'm not really coaching. I'm just doing this for the discount. But if I would help a couple friends here and there, it's not necessarily going to hurt me, or, like, I kind of had this wall and this safety net. So when I dove into coaching, I had no intentions of helping anyone, and I'm pretty sure I told my coach not to expect me to help anybody. At that time, I was teaching full time, so I had the comfort and the security of my paycheck. But what happened over time was I fell in love when I helped my first friend. I fell in love with like just that gratification of knowing that I helped someone. And at that time I didn't have direct deposit set up. And so I got a $38 check in the mail. And I remember I was like, what is this for? Like, and I was so excited because I really just joined to get the discount on my Shakeology. The fact that it was a discounted price was all that I needed. But then once I saw that I could help someone receive the tools that had helped me so much, I was kind of all in at that point. But still for a while, I coasted just as a discount coach, or not discount coach, a hobby coach. I was helping 3 to 4 friends a month just for some extra cash, but I still had my teaching income to lean on. But then, for those of you that may or may not know me, I now do this full time. I stepped away from teaching. So, throughout my 2.5 years, I've kind of hit every mark of what a Beachbody coach has the option to do. I started with the discount, moved into making a couple extra bucks, and now I do this full time. But my favorite part about it is I had full control. No one ever told me that I needed to do this amount or that I needed to, step it up. I was the one that was always the driver of that, and I really take pride in that. So that is my story. Court, do you want to put the slides up just in case I would lose connection?
Yes, I will.
For those of you that hopped on a little bit later, I'm sitting in a McDonald's parking lot right now, so I'm pulling from their Wi-Fi.
All right. Can you see that?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and start with the first one. So again, you guys are here because we just want to help you guys get your products paid for and maybe earn a little extra residual income or, help a few family members here and there. So the first thing that we want to kind of teach you guys is how to get your family members or friends to do this with you. So we have a process that we call inviting. It's one of our 4 vital behaviors throughout coaching, which you'll learn later on down the road if you decide to do coaching full time or do coaching as a business. But for now, what it looks like is just act like you're inviting a friend to go to the gym with you as you would. So I always say something like, hey, I have this boot camp. It starts on whatever day it starts. So like right now I'm saying, hey, I have this boot camp coming up. We're starting on the 29th, and I wanted to see if you wanted more information. Maybe it might be a good fit for you. Do something like that. That would be exactly like how you would invite your friends or family member. And if that sounds nothing like what you would say, please do not say that. That's what we highly encourage in this business is use your own words. Do not copy and paste a script. Do not say the exact same thing to 500 people. Use your words and say, like when I invited my dad, basically I just said, hey, here's a link, you're signing up. But I reached out to him, and I reached out to a couple high school friends, and I just said, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing either. I'm joining this boot camp because, like I said, I started from day one on Beachbody. I was like, do you want to do it with me? Because we can hold each other even more accountable. You can talk about how you can create a text thread, or, I'm going to be trying to change up my morning routine, or whatever you need to say that would sound like you and that would be your friend that would get them to join you. So right now you should have gotten an email that has 3 promo codes. If not, just check your email and just type in promo codes. It might be in spam also. But so what happens with those is you get $10 off. So that could be a sort of incentive to get your friends to join you. Like, hey, look, I have a $10 off promo code. It's going to go to waste by July 31st. So they end on July 31st. So just offer them the $10 off, and you want them to sign up for the exact same thing that you did. So usually that includes the savings bundle or challenge pack that you signed up with. Right now, a lot of us are doing that Morning Meltdown 100, so you could offer that challenge pack. And again, if this is super confusing, reach out to your coach and be like, hey, I got someone that wants to join me. What challenge pack should I offer them? So they get $10 off using that promo code. And then at the end of your conversation, you can use basically what we did for you and just say, hey, look, there's 2 ways to sign up. 1, you can sign up as just a regular challenger, or 2, you can sign up as a discount coach. It's going to look like you're a coach on paper, but I promise you do not have to coach. That's usually my lingo. Because people get freaked out about the coach opportunity. But usually I just say you don't have to coach unless you actually talk to me about it. But it's just to receive the discounts. So you want to offer that at the very end and then get them signed up for the boot camp using that challenge pack. And again, once you have someone that's all in and wants to join us, wants to join our boot camp, 1, you'll be adding them to ours as your coach. You won't be creating your own or anything like that. And 2, reach out to us so we can talk you through the signing them up process and the what exactly challenge pack they should go with based on their goals and things like that. So that's that.
I want to jump in real fast too. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to kind of put into perspective. Before I joined with Beachbody, I used to do Zumba classes on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And in order to join my Zumba classes, I had to be a member of the gym. And I paid $39 a month to be a member of the gym. I went to Zumba 2 days a week. And because the leader of the Zumba class, she was not necessarily affiliated with the gym, I had to pay $8 every time I did a class. And so I want you to kind of, sometimes I think people get afraid because there's money involved in someone, but you're helping someone get set up for right now $150 for an entire year. And not only are they getting, the class, the workouts, but they're getting something to do every day. They're getting a community of women to do it with, and they're getting the nutrition that goes along with it. So like I always just kind of compare, and I think of all the money that I used to put in to do a dance class 2 days a week that sometimes I missed, and something like this. So just kind of knowing the comparison, my friends had no trouble inviting me to go to Zumba with them. So take that pressure off yourself to when you're inviting someone to do this workout with you.
And use your current life phase. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So like for me, there's no way that I can get to a gym right now with a 7-week-old. So they won't even take him at the daycare. So it's like, use your current life phase. Like, hey, these at-home workouts helped me so much with having a small babe and getting them done. Is that something that you would like? Obviously if they have a kid too, but use your experience and be relatable.
Right. All right. So to kind of take the stress off of you, just think of it as hold on, let me rephrase that. To take the stress off of you, you guys probably watch what we do. You watch us on Instagram all the time. You see us, the way we create our boot camps. If you're not at that phase where you are wanting to run with this business and do it fully, like all in, take that stress off of yourself. Know that any friend that you bring on with you, they get to join in on the current challenge group that you're in. It's not like you have to go and host your own boot camp unless you want to. That's open to you, but right now as a hobby coach or discount coach, you get to use us as that lead. Also know that you will be making $40 to $50 per friend that you're helping. So whether that's going towards paying your Shakeology, your Energize, or whatever it is that you use, or just putting it towards something else that you want to, like Courtney said, she started putting these towards her car payments. And then also just think of it as having an extra friendly face in our groups that are going to help hold you accountable. Because I know nothing makes me show up more for my own health and fitness journey than knowing that my challengers are showing up. When I log into that boot camp and I see that 10 people have worked out before me, I'm like, I got to get my butt in gear. And so, by you inviting a friendly face or family member in there, that's going to help you stay more consistent with your journey. All right. Court, you want to slide to that next slide? Okay, so Cord, do you want me to do this one or? Okay, I didn't know if you could still hear me. Okay. All right, so for this next one, I just kind of created a visual that was gonna let you see the kind of stair steps of helping them. So most of you, if not all of you, probably got set up with a challenge pack bundle. Most of you, if not all, probably paid $160 for it because that's normally what the basic challenge pack is. But I want you to take a look down. Right now, the challenge pack with the promo code, you're saving them $10. I also put the pictures. The two basic kits you're going to offer them are probably the Shakeology or the Performance line. I find most people help their friends get set up with the ones that they got set up for. So just kind of think of what it is that you've purchased. But I wanted you to take a look at this third row. you guys are all discount coaches. So don't be afraid to offer that to them too. I know I'd be ticked if my friend signed up for something at a cheaper price than I did, and she didn't tell me that there was a way I could get cheaper items just because she was afraid to tell me to say how I could save money. Well, that's kind of what the discount coach program is. So if you think about it, you have the basic kit, $160, plus it comes with the $40 coach fee waived. So if your friend decides later on that they want that discount, you're basically telling them they don't have, or you're showing them that they don't have to pay that $40 that they would have to later on. And then with the promo code, they get $150, and then they're locked in at having 25% off. So if they're avid Energized drinkers, they get Energized from $50 down to $38. So, I mean, that's less than $1 a serving. So just think about that when you're helping them get set up, and really just let them know that discount coaching doesn't actually mean they have to coach. Zane actually put it, I'm going to tell what Zane said the other day about discount coaching. He said, I don't know why anyone wouldn't do it. He said, if someone said that you could get VIP tickets to go to a baseball game, but you had to say your name was Zach and your name is Jeff, he's like, wouldn't you just say your name is Zach? He's like, that's kind of how coaching is. He's like, you can just say you're a coach to get the discount or to get the better seat, but you don't actually have to do it. And so I kind of like that. I was like, that is so true.
I love that analogy. I was hoping you would say that.
Yes. But
Amazing.
all right. Well, that's kind of all. I think if we're going to let you guys ask any questions if you had any.
I do want to add one thing. Also, what's really cool about this company, and I'm a total one of my top love language is giving and receiving gifts. And just by helping a couple family members, by helping 3 a month, they send you prizes. Like Lauren and I both are getting these super cool backpacks this month. I've gotten yoga mats. I've gotten, I'm like trying to look around all the stuff I got. I've gotten like a canister to hold your Shakeology. I mean, just so many things they do for you for just helping a couple people every month. So that's a really cool, just little tidbit that as a gift, giving and receiving gifts, acts of love, that's in my wheelhouse for sure.
Yes, I know. I've even joked. I've said, if only Beachbody knew, I would just do this for the shirts.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Does anyone have any questions? Awesome.
I'll stop.
Well, just know, I know how it kind of gets as the day goes on. If anyone does have any questions, just reach out to your coach, and we'll be happy to answer anything.
Definitely. Okay.
Right.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on again.
Yes.
We love having you guys here. So if you have any questions, reach out to your coach who invited you.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys. Have a good Saturday.